So this is rather interesting. So this is Hereford Magistrates Court that we are calling now, who have a claim listed for tomorrow using a legal fiction that HMCTS is determined by Steyn as being valid litigation purposes.
Welcome to Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Service for Kidderminster, Redditch, Hereford and Worcester Magistrates Courts. Please listen carefully to the following options. If your call is in relation to a court hearing being held today, please press 1. If your call is in relation to the payment of a fine, compensation or enforcement, please press 2. If your call is for Magistrates Court Administration Team, including listing for Hereford, Kidderminster, Redditch or Worcester, please press 3. If you wish to make a complaint, please press 4. For information regarding courthouse addresses, opening times and facilities, please visit www.
What's the option for you using legal fiction that you haven't got the right of use of? Have you got an
If
option
you
for
wish
that?
to speak to the operator, please press 5.
Let's speak to the operator and see what they've got to say about operating fraud. I'm calling administrative system.
Good morning, Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Service.
Oh, good morning. I am Minister Emoven and I have received a summons for non-payment of council tax by a Herefordshire council. I've got a reference number and a case number. It's supposed to be...
I need to put you through to our court support team. Just
Thank
one
you.
moment.
Welcome to the Magistrates Court Administration Team. Please be aware that our administration staff are not legally qualified or unable to offer legal advice. Please listen carefully to the following options. If you are calling for the result of your case that has recently been before the court, you'll be notified by post as soon as possible after the court date. If you have received information about a court hearing that you are unaware of, you may be entitled to make a statutory declaration. If you are prepared to make a solemn declaration on oath to the court that you did not know or were unaware of the proceedings, please press 1. For all other inquiries, including listing, please press 2 to speak to a member of the team.
It would appear you don't want to speak to us. Maybe they're just so busy committing fraud. There's so many people across the highways and byways of England and Wales that they've got a
Worcester
backlog.
Magistrates Court.
Hello. I have got a reference number if you'd like to take it down. Should I give it to you?
Sure, give me 1 second. What's the reference number?
It's 194 117 336 at the end.
It's a bit short to be one of our references.
I've got a case number reference if you want that.
Oh, what, sorry?
It's got a case reference number, case number 109970. It's from Hereford Magistrates Court.
They all seem a bit short.
What about if I give you the address?
The what, sorry?
An address, will that help?
I'm just wondering whether it's a county court matter that's been heard in the magistrates. What's it in regards to?
Well, it's from Herefordshire Council, regards council tax.
Oh, okay. So it'll be
Under fraud.
So it's Hereford.
Yeah.
Let me just search for Hereford. It'll be underneath there.
So what are you searching for there at Herefordshire Council? You're looking for then?
Yeah, be under Hereford Council if it's a council tax matter.
Is that because they've rented the court?
Yeah, basically it's a private prosecution in council because it's not a criminal matter, it's a civil matter. So it comes under the purview of private prosecutions. So it'll be the council would have paid a fee to the courts to be able to handle the matter.
So the council paid the court. Does that not mean that the court is already compromised by a payment made on behalf of the claimant?
No, not really. It's just a standard fee that they all pay.
If I had a court and one of the claimants came and paid me to hire my court, then I would be unbiased. I would already be in contract, and my obligation of performance would be to the party who had caused the contract. So it seems.
Not really. It's their professional duty to remain impartial.
Oh, but I've been paid.
The whole point of the court system.
But that's the point. The court can't be impartial if I've paid for it, can it? It can only be impartial if I haven't paid it. The minute I've paid somebody, I compromise them because I paid them.
Really?
Well, yes, but look at the government. The government will be a compromise because they're paid to say that the coronavirus has got some lawful grounds of being able to unlawfully incarcerate you in your own country with, for example. Not that you're legally trained, of course. So I am, however.
Right, okay. Well, what's the... I've got 2 cases that they've got in for council tax matters.
Yeah.
What's the date that you've got?
Tomorrow. 15th of June, if that is the date,
Yeah.
according to
Yeah,
Roman.
2 matters in.
194.
There's not much I'm going to be able to help with on the grounds of sort of like individual case by cases. I can see the overview. They've got 2 cases in tomorrow, one for 100 complainants, one for 50 defendants. I would always say in the first instance, the first contact would be to the court, to the council themselves.
Well, it's not. It's now it's gone beyond that point. The council, obviously, like you just said, have assigned the matter to the court because they sent me a letter. I would like a Zoom link, obviously due to the government's narrative of coronavirus and stay at home and save lives, etc. I would like a link sending, so that's why I'm contacting you. Obviously, Minister Emoven will be attending the court, but the problem is Minister Emoven is a legal entity that is not. We've just had a receipt from the Royal Courts of Justice, Queen's Bench Division, Justice Steyn, determining that Minister Emoven is not, cannot be used for litigation. It's also been determined that Minister Emoven is not understood by HMCTS as a legal entity. Now, we've just been...
You'd have to email your request to us. It has to have a auditable trail.
Okay. So what email address should I, because the High Court's used a CVP link. Have you got a specific department now that deals with the Zoom links?
No, we don't. It's just a standard email inbox, and then we just delegate it into the relevant inbox.
Okay.
The staff that's assigned to that.
Right.
The queries.
So what email address is it that I need to use?
Yeah, sure. It's HW, so Hotel Whiskey.
Yeah.
Hyphen or minus sign, same thing on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Listing, so that's LIST, like shopping list of ING on the end, no
Yeah.
S.
Okay.
At justice.gov.uk.
Justice.gov.uk. Lovely. Yeah. And who is it?
All right.
Who's sitting that court? Who's sitting on that court tomorrow?
So what courtroom is it in? To the both in Hereford 2. Okay, so look, bear me 1 second. Hereford courtroom 2 on the 15th. I've got that down as being Anne Sugar, but that could be subject to change.
Anne Sugar.
Yeah.
SHUGAR.
No, SHUCKER.
SHUCKER. Sugar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what qualification has she got?
She's a legal advisor.
Oh, for who?
What do you mean?
Who's she legally advising for? On behalf of who? The court or the council? Or is it the same?
She's the court representative, yeah.
So she's the court. Okay. Thank you very much for your help. Can I just ask what your, I don't really want your legal fiction because they're fraud, but if you can give me some kind of, have you got an extension number to say that I've spoken with you today?
Yes, 3228.
3228. Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
No problem.
Bye. And there you have another exemplification of the hypocrisy, really, that Minister Emoven causes them to commit, because obviously they turned around and said that Minister Emoven doesn't exist as a legal entity in order for it to be able to lay a claim. So if you can't lay a claim with it, then you can't lay a claim with it, full stop. The fact that it cannot be used to counter a claim with means that there is no legal recourse available in any process that is initiated using Minister Emoven as a legal entity, because it then cannot be used for legal remedy recourse. Legal hasn't got any remedy, obviously, because it's an administrative code and it cannot offer any remedy. But let's suggest that we see the warrant is executed for non-payment of fines derived from a false claim by council tax using a legal fiction that's already been deemed as not understood as a legal entity. then where would you go with that in order for you to be able to get recourse if the point where it reaches Queen's Bench, the likes of people like Steyn are then to turn around after it has been utilised by HMCTS and say it cannot be used for laying a claim. So here what you've got is checkmate, yes again, and you've got them determining now, arguing between themselves over whether Justice Steyn determination is correct, or whether Anne Sugar, legal advisor paid already by the council for her facilitating this hearing tomorrow, has got any validity to it, and that she is going to overrule the legal standing or and the fact that Minister Emoven has no legal standing will be down to her tomorrow, which is going to be very interesting.